So the story all begins with this big party that Achashverosh throws after becoming governor. Everyone is having a great time until Vashti, his wife, humiliates him when she refuses to strip dance before the crowd. One of his advisors suggests that he upgrade to a new wife, and after a long competition, Esther is elected. But she decides to conceal that she is Jewish. This advisor, who is actually Haman, is promoted and, as a result, starts demanding respect. Mordechai refuses to play along with Haman's megalomaniac demands, which leads Haman to come up with a final solution for all the Jews. Achashverosh is persuaded with a fistful of dollars and the excuse that the Jews are a bunch of party poopers. A date for the annihilation is chosen with a throw of the dice, and his supporters get a memo to start preparing. Mordechai was to receive special treatment with a hanging tree 50 feet high. No one cared that the Jews were actually good citizens, or that Mordechai even saved the king from an attempted assassination. But one night, when Achashverosh couldn't fall asleep, he remembers that he still owes Mordechai a reward for saving his life, and tries to come up with a good idea. He consults with Haman, who gets him all wrong and recommends he takes a ride through town in the governor's coach. Some major miscommunication this was. In the meantime, Esther realizes that the noose is getting tighter around the Jews' necks. At a private cocktail party, she informs Achashverosh that Haman is actually trying to kill her people and that he can't keep his hands to himself. So Achashverosh decides to relocate Haman. But this is just the beginning. Mordechai gets Haman's job. The day of annihilation becomes a day of rescue. So you get the point by now, a turnover, or vinahafocho in Hebrew. Okay, Book of Esther makes a cool Western, but how the heck did it make it into the Bible? Nobody even mentioned God's name once. So actually, this story has more dimensions regarding mankind's relation with God. Haman represents mankind as the superior being in a world with absolutely no divine presence. Just like the snake in the Garden of Eden, he claims, "Ye shall be as God." It is actually quite a humanist approach, hence his name. But Haman's humanism is radical, since it rejects all external truth or authority, except for his own. That is why he is time and time again a destabilizing force in the kingdom, quickly turning into a tyrant and forcing on others his definition of the superior man. In contrast, Mordechai sees mankind as the center of creation because he's created in the image of God. The notion that mankind, detached of morals or spirituality, is the highest thing to aspire to was rejected by Judaism as a whole. Haman is determined to annihilate the Jews because it is like annihilating God, who in his eyes undermines man's authority and freedom. By the way, he wasn't the last person to strive for world supremacy while accusing Jews of diminishing mankind by introducing a conscience and morals. But v'nahafuhu, it all went upside down. Haman not only failed in destroying the Jews, he also realized that his own actions, and even his very dice, were part of God's script all along. What the Megillah reveals is that even in times of darkness, when it seems like God's name cannot be found, it is only because it is hidden from our eyes.